This ain't the refrigerator, man. You're looking at deep freeze. Happy Saturday. Hello, everyone. How you doing today? Thanks for joining me. I do truly appreciate it. The Friendly Neighborhood Mail Lady stopped in today, and Alabama Farm Credit, Bank of America, Insight Credit Union, and then right there, baby, dropped off a package. And this package is a mysterious one. I haven't the slightest. I haven't the foggiest. Go back in time a while, a year or 2 years ago. A great fellow by the name of Jason Geis sent me a book. It was Easton Press Dune. He said, "Here, give this away for your channel. He said, "Do you have this book?" I said, "Yes." He said, "I'm going to send it to you anyway. You can give it away for the channel." So I did, and it was well received. Some lucky person won a copy of Dune from Easton Press, and that was very nice of Jason to hook a brother up, hooking a brother up. And so we've been sending emails from time to time back and forth over the year or two since then. And this last Monday, I was on YouTube at 8:30 on Monday night. There's a channel called The Jeff Word, and every Monday night, The Jeff Word, Jeff Terry, just BS is about books, and people can comment, and he'll respond to comments and things like that. A live video. And Jason said, "Hey, Tim, you still at the same address?" I said, "I am." And he said, "Something's coming your way." And I said, "Color me intrigued." I was definitely, obviously curious to see what was going on. And man, it's been a rough week, a busy week. Not bad, just busy. Too many things juggling, not enough hands, not good at juggling anyway. And I completely forgot until I got an email today saying, "Hey, your package has arrived." So, check the mail. Sure enough, a great big box directly from Jason Geis. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, my friend. I do appreciate it, although I have no idea what it is. It could be a puppy. It could be a baby kangaroo. It could be a bag full of money. It could be packing peanuts. I don't know. Have no clue what it is. So here's what we need to do. I got something in a box. I got to get that mother out. And this time we'll use the Cutco K-Bar to take care of business. A high school kid, this kid had to be 18 or 19 years old one day, stopped by my wife's business while I just happened to be there, and he was going door to doors trying to sell people knives from Cutco. And I was there, and I said, "Hey, what do you got?" And so he was going through the list of all these kitchen knives, and my wife's got good kitchen knives. He's going down the list, and I saw some pretty cool knives, some mostly outdoor and hunting knives and things like that. So I bought a few. This was one of them, the Cutco K-Bar, and it's a good thing. Not bad. It's really good at cutting tape on boxes. I can tell you that's a fact. But back to the matter at hand. My good friend Jason Geis, who I haven't met, but I can only assume, good fella. Priority shipping. Now, priority shipping's expensive. I feel humbled and kind of embarrassed almost, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Jason. And let's see what we got. So, Jason knows how to ship stuff. So some cardboard protection on top. Some of these white cheese puffs. Something here is in a bubble wrap, and it's not a kangaroo. Although I don't know if I would like a kangaroo. I saw cartoons where kangaroos were beating up people and stuff when I was a kid, and it kind of scarred me. They're good boxers in the old cartoons. Anyway, let's see what Jason has sent. It's exciting. It's like Christmas where you have no idea what you're digging into here. What do we got? Good, lots of tape. So we got big oversized cardboard box stuffed full of the white stuff. Cardboard on top, wrapped in bubble wrap, cardboard all around, and we got an Easton Press box here. Inside this Easton Press box is a bubble wrapped something. What could it be? What could it be? This is like one of those nesting dolls almost. Something inside of something inside of something. Holy cow. What it is. The director should have shot you. Memoirs of the film trade, Alan Dean Foster. Awesome, from Centipede Press. It is shrink wrapped. And I think Jason has been, seems like he's been telling me for a while now that he can't believe I don't have this book. And I guess he grew impatient with me and my lack of adding this book to the collection. So man, I do truly appreciate it. I'm going to get it out of shrink wrap here, but thank you, Jason. Thank you very much. This one is excellent. I'm going to read this book. Alan Dean Foster is an author who is very well known for having written a lot of movie novelizations. And I'm a collector of movie novelizations, of movies that I love. And Alan Dean Foster wrote quite a few novelizations of movies that I love. And Alan Dean Foster has written a lot of novelizations of movies that I love. Alien, The Last Starfighter, Starman, Transformers. There's some big ones that I'm missing. He's written a lot of them, a lot of very well-known novelizations. In fact, one right here, Dark Star, Centipede Press, is one that I have a limited edition there. So an author that is that is dear to me, an author that I dig because of the type of stuff that he writes, as well as a lot of other science fiction and such as that. So man, Jason, I do truly appreciate it. In fact, if you look at the back of the book, probably his most famous novelization. All right, so let's take this plastic off. One of the things that really seems to stress people out is they wrap these books tightly sometimes. This plastic shrink wrap, and you got to get it off. And to me, the way that I get it off, the best way to get it off is with a blade. And I got to take that blade and get that blade very, very close to my precious book. And that can be nerve-wracking for folks. It can be downright stressful. But I've got a solution to the problem. And the solution is a simple one, and I can't believe that you never thought of it. That solution is simply this: cut the plastic, not the book. And when I do that, I am 100% guaranteed not going to damage my book and get the exposed. And everybody knows if you want to do this kind of a task, you use the biggest knife possible. I should get a machete or a daggum sword for this job, but the Cutco K-Bar is close at hand. So that's the tool we use. Cut the plastic, not the book, and then tear it off. Just get vicious with it. Tear it off, and let's see. Some folks will leave the books in the plastic, and the internet has gotten to be very hard on people who do that. I mean, the people on the internet will jump all over you. They will chew you up and spit you out if you even mention the possibility of leaving shrink wrap on your book. I don't do it. And the main reason I don't do it is because I want to see what the book's like inside. Now, I never had an issue with a book that I left shrink wrap getting moldy or anything like that. I could see how the possibility could occur. Humidity, changes in temperature and things like that, hot and cold can create condensation, which might then be trapped inside of plastic, which is not good for books. But the negative side effect that I have personally suffered from is I had in the past, in the early 2000s, I bought some limited edition books directly from the publisher, all shrink wrapped up, and I left them in there for years. And then one day I decided I'm going to open them all up, wrap the dust jackets and the Brodart, hold them, feel them, admire the signatures and all that stuff. And one of them was actually missing the signature page. This was years after the book was published. So I venture to guess that people who have many, many books wrapped in shrink wrap, they're holding hidden problems that they don't know about. Missing signature pages, upside down crap, publishing errors, multiples of this, missing that, whatever. So open them up, check them out, make sure they're all great. Enjoy it a little bit thumbing through. Check out the pictures, feel it, smell it, maybe even read it. But open them up if you want. And if you don't, it's your book. Do what you choose. So I showed you the book all shrink wrapped up. Here it is. Out of the cover, The Director Should Have Shot You. Memoirs of the Field Trade. Learn how to read, fella. Memoirs of the Film Trade, Alan Dean Foster, and the good old-fashioned typewriter. My mom used to have one of these, and when nothing would make her madder than for me to go start jamming on them buttons and getting those keys cockwangled and twisted up and all that stuff. And man, she would threaten me severely for even getting close to messing up her typewriter. But Centipede Press, very quality Smith's own bindings. We have a built-in ribbon page marker there. Let's take this dust jacket off, and I want to show you something that you can expect from Centipede Press. When you take off that dust jacket, you get beautiful stuff. This is a cloth-bound book, black cloth, but 3-color foil stamping on the cover, and it looks really good. And then there's the spine. The Centipede Press books look so fine outside of the shrink wrap, or outside of the dust jacket, and they really make quality books. And there's our end papers, and let's just thumb through a little bit here and see what kind of cool stuff we have in this book, because I'm going in blind. I don't know much about it. Centipede Press presents Alan Dean Foster's The Director Should Have Shot You, Memoirs of the Film Trade. So we got, it looks like Chronicles of Riddick in there. Hey, there's a, you recognize that fella? I do, I dig. Dedication for William McCutcheon, producer, writer, friend with friendship and affection. And here is our talk table of contents. And what I want to do here is flip through a little bit and show you what kind of pictures and images. Look at the rear end papers. Very nice. And what I want to look through here, wow. Lots and lots of images and illustrations. I don't know if there is any original artwork for this book, but there are a lot of pictures. I want to flip real quickly and see if I can find mention of an illustrator, and I'm not seeing it, but maybe there is, and I'm just missing it. Talking about the stuff that Alan Dean Foster has written, movie-related stuff, there's a bunch of them right there. So Star Trek, Alien 3, Star Trek Into Darkness, Starman, Star Wars, Alien, Chronicles of Riddick, Transformers, Clash of the Titans, The Black Hole, Terminator Salvation, which I do have that one up there, Aliens, quite a few that weren't even mentioned there. Let's flip through quickly and see what kind of cool pictures we're going to come up with here. Very neat stuff. And Chapter 1, Luana, 1974. And it appears as though what we're talking about here is basically Alan Dean Foster talking about his exploits, his adventures in writing for these movies. The Spaced Out Odyssey, Dark Star. And I got the Centipede Press limited edition of Dark Star. Centipede Press was for a while selling a 2-pack where you could get Dark Star and this book here together in some sort of a combo. They might still be doing it. So many pictures. Not going to be able to show you all of them, but a lot of them from the movies. A lot of stuff from the movies. Chapter 5, Star Wars. And I've got Star Wars, and Star Wars, the funny thing is Star Wars on the cover says George Lucas wrote it, but I think this book will explain something a little bit different. In fact, it starts off by saying, do you know who George Lucas is? I think so. I think I've heard of the guy. Anyway, let's see what else I can find briefly. So many pictures, just chock full of illustrations, and that looks like it would have been the cover for the Star Wars novelization that I have sitting up there on the shelf myself. What else more? Alien. This is one that I don't have. I've seen it at stores many, many times, and every time I pick it up, it's either screwed up or it's a second or third or eighth print, or somebody wrote in it or something like that. But I need to pick up a good first print copy of Alien and add that to the collection of novelizations. The fact that there's not one there just feels like such a crime. That's a common one that you'll see in a lot of used bookstores. I've seen The Black Hole hundreds of times probably. There's a bookstore I've seen probably 6 copies of that same book. In Clash of the Titans, I picked up a copy of that. I think it was in a book haul video I did a year or two ago at a local bookstore right around here, The Outland. And I don't have that one, but I have seen it for sale, and I just didn't pick it up. Typically, I go for novelizations of movies that I love. John Carpenter's The Thing. And that's a really good movie that I will watch from time to time. Big fan of it, and I probably have seen it 30 times in my life. The Thing. There you go, some more of that artwork there. Man, this is a neat book. It feels so great. Centipede Press is high quality stuff, so just holding it in my hand here, flipping through these pages, is an experience. Krull. Man, all sorts of cool movie stuff that Alan Dean Foster was involved in. The Last Starfighter, and I have that novelization up there on the shelf too. Can't remember where I got it from, but I ran across it at a bookstore. Starman, another one that I do have sitting on the shelf. So I'm finding some stuff I need to go find right now. Shadow Keep, 1984. And like I said, he's not completely a novelizationalist. He's written quite a few things. Clint Eastwood, Pale Rider. I don't have a novelization for that. I'll have to look in to see if he wrote one, or was this just some involvement he had with the movie. So I've got some digging to do now. Big fan of Clint Eastwood, and I've got a few novelizations of Clint Eastwood films in the collection up there. I don't have Pale Rider. I'll have to look into it. Aliens, that's a good one. My youngest son, Roman, is a big fan of the Sigourney Weaver in multiple series, Aliens, and in the Avatar movies. He's a big fan of hers, and he prefers Aliens over Alien, but I prefer Alien over Aliens. Alien Nation. There you go. Man, this is a neat book. Thank you, Jason. I do truly appreciate it, man. This will be a prized possession and a wonderful gift. I'm not giving this one away unless you insist on it. I guess I'll have to if you insist on it. But this one is something for my shelf, something for me to keep. One thing I don't know about, though, is should this go in the collection with novelizations, or should this go in the collection with Centipede Press books? I'll have to think about that. I did put Dark Star, the novelization of the John Carpenter film, in the Centipede Press section. So we'll see. I imagine this will go right there, right beside it, and hold a good spot there in that collection. And this book here, this is one I picked up, this novelization. I picked this up in Alaska, and I think the town was called Seward. And I walked into an old thrift shop in there, small place, just stacked to the ceiling. And in the back they had some books, and I was looking at them books, and my kid ended up getting some toys, and I got that novelization, and I might have spent $1 in there. So the lady was really, really low on her prices, and the young boy walked away happy with some neat little trinket toys, and I walked away happy with a book in the collection at an old thrift shop in Seward, Alaska. So many. I don't have any of the novelizations of the new Star Trek films, the 3 newest ones, but I like those movies. I like them a lot, so I need to get busy. There's just so many things I need in the collection, and I'll probably never ever get to the point where I feel like I've got all of them that I need. Way it goes. But man, this is really neat. Jason's been telling me for a while I need to get it, and I just haven't gone and gotten it. Don't have any real explanation for it. But now I do, thanks to a fine fellow and a wonderful gift. Jason, I do truly appreciate it. Thank you. And everybody else, thanks for watching. Thank you for your time. I don't mean to brag or boast, but it is neat to be able to show off a cool gift from a cool fella and add a book to the collection that I did truly need. Fill a hole, fill a void. Thank you for your time. I can think of no more lies to tell. So with that being said, say la vie, baby. Say la vie, Jason. Doo-doo.